probably really uncomfortable and awkward for you all, but I promise it makes sense. So, I'm Luis.
I'm Matt.
And this is Geek Squatch!
And this is our spoiler-free review for
Finding Dory!
Directed by Andrew Stanton, director of WALL-E, Finding Nemo, and A Bug's Life from Pixar.
Yeah!
And of course, starring Ellen DeGeneres as Dory.
I love this movie! I think the first thing to mention is Piper, the short that I played
yeah,
before.
cute little short
it
at
was
the
the
beginning.
thing. It was cute. I like the lava one better, because that one makes me cry every time I listen to it.
This one was cute, though.
It was cute.
It was pretty. It was really pretty.
Very, very pretty. So I enjoyed that.
That little bird, though. It's cute.
Little Piper.
Little Piper.
Oh,
Little Piper.
adorable. Just a little piping bird she was.
Why are you gendering the bird?
You're right. I realized that as soon as I said it, and I knew I was going to get destroyed for it.
Wow.
2016 people.
Insensitive.
So, I mean, I thought that there was a good, very good culmination of new and old. Won't really dive into exactly what that means, but they did a really good job at connecting the two in terms of bringing old characters back, bringing new characters in. It was a very good way of, it wasn't like, hey, you're here to take my, my spotlight. It wasn't like the new fighting the old or anything like that. It was very well shared and very, very well spread out, which was a great thing. Really good to see, especially we got some amazing new characters. Idris Elba's character, probably my favorite.
Yeah, the two seals were hilarious. I really liked Ed O'Neill as Hank the Octopus. Like him playing off of Dory and their little duo just going through the animal sanctuary was awesome. They're just funny, like his grumpiness and her just constant state of optimism, like just bouncing off on each other was great. And then the beluga whale and the whale shark, and
I thought that was the best chemistry of the movie.
Yeah, they were funny.
They're
like how one, like they're both delimitate, like their issues, like he can't use his sonar, she can't see because of her giant head.
Yeah,
and it's just like
Ty Burrell voices the beluga, and the whale shark is voiced by
Caitlin Olsen from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, she's from Brickleberry, which is the show I'm watching currently.
All the new cast just blended in great, and the use of the old cast was good, but they did have kind of more of a supporting role, which I liked. They didn't rely too heavily on Marlin and Nemo, or Crush the Turtle, or Mr. Ray, the Manta Ray.
Yeah, and I think we got more character development on those secondary characters. When the first one, it was more like here's this person, we'll give you them just as they're part of the journey, like they're like a pit stop almost. These characters we really got to invest more into and watch grow a little more and watch explore. So I think
speaking of growing a little more, just Dory in general, I didn't know if I could sit through an hour-and-a-half movie of just Dory.
Yeah.
Her in Finding Nemo is hilarious as a supporting character, but we didn't know if she could hold her own movie. I mean, secondary characters in Pixar movies doesn't holding their own movies and sequels. Cars 2, Mater, I'm sorry, Larry the Cable Guy, you can't carry your own movie.
Where you are one of the more intelligent comedians we know of.
Get her done. Okay, Luis, did you dislike anything about this movie? At all?
Nah, not a damn thing. Nah. Nah.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is
time out. I know what. My cheese for my pretzel was a little cold. It wasn't as hot as
and the grumpy dad behind us.
Oh my gosh.
This guy was just is it over yet? Can we go home now?
It's like, if you're gonna complain, maybe go to an earlier showing. Don't go to the 10:15 showing. And then he screwed over his whole team because they missed the end credit scene.
Oh, by the way,
I don't want to sit here.
There is an end credit scene. Go and see it.
And he was like, oh, I don't want to be here for that. And so he made everybody leave with it.
Yeah.
And they missed it, so sucks to suck.
Yeah. But the only thing that I can see is bad. It's not even bad. It's just the ending. There's a couple of scenes where it's oh, this is going to be the end. Oh, it's not the end. We're still going? Okay, now this, we're still going. So it's the little final act feels a little bit choppy, but that's about it. That's pretty much it for the most part. It's a really good sequel, and what?
So a thing that's kind of been consistent with movies we've seen in terms of the bad, which was, again in this one, is the CGI wasn't very good. It was really hard for me to believe that these were real characters. Just like the way they had the mouths moving when they were talking.
Yeah, like fish don't speak.
Yeah, so it's just really hard to believe that it was
like if they looked like photorealistic fish, that'd be one thing. They looked like cartoon animals.
Yeah, very, very cartoony.
And
I didn't believe any of them were real.
Like a blue fish with Ellen DeGeneres' voice.
Yeah, do you really think that
with
they would sound
problems?
do we really think the psychology of fish go that deep? I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, there's not really a lot that I disliked about this movie. I thought there would be. A lot of the Pixar sequels coming out are not the best, and Inside Out was great. Other ones weren't. I don't know. They haven't been consistent as they were a few years back, which is fine. Not all movies are gonna be perfect, but it's nice to see. Oh my god. But no, I mean the only thing that I can point out is the ending felt like it was gonna end a few multiple times. I could be oh, here comes the ending, and then it stops, and then we keep going, and then it's the ending. Oh no, we're still going, and then finally it's oh no, this is the ending, and then we're back at the reef, and it's oh, we're still going. Okay, cool.
That's fair.
So the ending was a little bit choppy for me, but I still loved the ending. Everything happening was funny and fun and exciting and gorgeous and Pixar magic. It was just a little choppy as far as the rhythm.
A little fishy. I was finding it hard to notice.
Okay, Luis, what are you going to rate Pixar's Finding Dory?
Alright, so I put thought into this one. That way I wasn't unprepared as normal. 9.82.
So specific.
I
don't disagree.
I have a sheet that I check things off at and I rate. It's 9.82.
You have a rubric?
Yes. A rubric's cube. Sorry. Okay, so 9.82. God, it was so good. So nostalgic, so new, so fresh. I was waiting for there to be okay, I know you're going to pull my heartstrings. When is it coming? And then they did it, and my whole body got chills. I thought I was getting superpowers. What about you?
Sick. I'm going to give it a 9.5. I almost never give movies 10s, so this is as close as it's going to get. And it's because it's Pixar and it's Finding Dory and it's amazing. I didn't have huge hopes for this movie. I always wanted a sequel to Finding Nemo because it's Finding Nemo, but I never thought it'd be as good as this was. And it's just exceeded my expectations. Ellen DeGeneres' Dory just became one of my favorite Disney Pixar characters. Go see it with your family. Go see it for Father's Day. That just happened, but still,
If you have a father.
Have you seen my son? Thank you for watching our review for Finding Dory, and please look out for our next one, Independence Day Resurgence, minus Will Smith. Rest in peace, Willie.
It's my father.
Yeah. So look out for. Hey, at least Jeff Goldblum's in it.
Doesn't do anything. My dad's not in it. There's no point in seeing it. I don't want to go.
Your dad's dead.
I probably won't be here.
So yeah, look out for that review for Independence Day Resurgence. It's probably going to be a mess, but I'm ready. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, all that hoodad.
Geek Squatch!
Hashtag Geek Squatch. Hashtag Geek Squatch.
Ruining my flow.